Welcome.
Cheers. All right, Nick. Beautiful home.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, most of the tikis we've gotten through our travels. A lot of them are Marquesan. We've been to the Marquesas 4 times now, so we've picked up quite a few along the way.
Very nice.
We have some interesting ones too. Some they almost look like mid-century modern tikis, and the one on the left there you see with the kind of dark arms, that's Mangareva style.
Okay.
And then the other ones next to it are Nuku'oro, which is an atoll kind of near Ponape that pretty much got wiped out by a cyclone.
Wow.
Yeah, and so most of those guys that are left are on Ponape.
Okay.
So these 2 tikis we got actually here in Hawaii by the carver's Pierre Kakaya, and his son came here for a Tahiti festival. It was at the British Museum or the Bishop Museum. So we went over there and we saw these and like, oh, we got to buy one. So I ran off to the ATM to get money, and Christine was talking to him, and it turns out we had been in the at the Marquesas Arts Festival in 2015 and talking about that, and he's like, oh, I danced in that. Well, he had danced in this very controversial performance where the guys are dancing around this big tiki that Pierre also carved, and so they're dancing, and then this missionary comes out, and they're like, oh, okay, blah blah blah, and then they eventually just kill him, and they're all like heathens and stuff. Oh, and so this was very controversial and pissed off a lot of people, to the extent that the next Marquesan Arts Festival, which was in Uapo, these guys were from you, and they banned them from performing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was so controversial, and we've since met the son and the carver who did this.
Yeah.
And he's kind of he's trying to kind of bring up the Marquesan culture, if you kind of bring it back, because pre-contact-ish culture.
Our very first trip to Tahiti, we were buying our first kind of tikis and didn't realize what we were really getting. So we kind of were getting them piecemeal here and there, and we got home and lined them up, and we realized what we had is we had a male and female showing what we look like today.
Okay.
And a male and female showing what we're going to look like in about 20 years from now.
Oh, I love it.
Our friends found this in a thrift store.
Okay.
It's an old shack from like 2000. We found it from 2000 in a thrift store for like $80.
Wow.
And they're like, we don't really have room for this. Does anybody want it? You know, amongst our little tiki people of Oahu, you gotta. Anyway, anybody want this? Or like, oh yeah, we want
right, we'll take it.
Yeah. The funny thing was, we're like, yeah, buy it. We'll give you the $80, and then I guess driving here, they're looking up prices and stuff. Well, and we said we'll give you the $80, or we can give you this. We had a last year's mug from Tiki Oasis, Arizona, the shag mug, and or we'll give you the shag mug, which it's worth $300.
Yeah.
And he's like, he wasn't looking at that. He was looking at the value of this. Like, well, these things are going for what? How about the $80 plus the shag mug? We're like, how about I give you either $80 or the $300 shag mug? And he's like, okay.